Hello and welcome to our program, The Call of Duty. I'm First Lieutenant Ali. And before we start in today's segment, I'm going to briefly talk about last week. Last week, we talked about the Marine Rescue Team and what type of cases they deal with are on the shore of the state of Kuwait. And in today's episode, we're going to be moving on into a whole different station, and it is the Technical Rescue Team. It is the most advanced technical rescue team in the state of Kuwait and in the GCC area. They deal with the major situations and they deal with any type of situation. Either it could be in a high-rise building or it could be under the ground, a collapse or any type of difficult situation. They call the Mission Impossible team, what I call them, the Technical Rescue Team. They are well advanced. They have the most advanced technical equipment and they could deal with any situation. And let's look at the statistics. Let's compare 2014 and 15. If we're going to see the first quarter of 2014 compared to 2015, we'll see a rise of 8% in the either a fire situations or a rescue missions. So I believe that is a increase of number of rescue missions that the Kuwait Fire Service Directorate are dealing with. Due to that, today I'm here in the heart of the station, and today's episode we're going to be having an interview and one of the sergeants, and along with that we're going to be talking about the news, what happened a few weeks ago, and we're going to be closing up with the most important section, which is the awareness section. Stay tuned with us and I will be back. Hello and welcome to our program, The Call of Duty. I'm First Lieutenant Ali. A life of a firefighter is a highly risked life, knowing that going every day to work, they're gonna face a different case and a different situation. I'm right here in one of the heart of the technical, most advanced team in the state of Kuwait. It is the Technical Rescue Team. They are equipped with a state-of-art equipment and training to deal with any type of situations. I'm here with one of the sergeants, Fahd Al-Athman. He's going to talk about us about more of the situations that they deal with. First of all, since you are a member of the Technical Rescue Team, we're going to talk about this type of situations the Technical Rescue Team deal with on a daily basis in the state of Kuwait. I'm sure you guys are the most advanced team in the state of Kuwait to deal with the most technical and difficult situations. A case happened a few days ago in regards of a wall collapse. If you tell us more about what happened in that situation.
First of all, we received a call. A roof collapsed in a house in Agela. Manga Fire Station received the call also. They got there first. So going to the location, we know that the worker has deceased already. So it wasn't a rescue, it was an extract.
Okay.
So when we got there, we found that the wall has collapsed. While it collapsed, it split in two, and the workers slipped in the middle.
Okay.
And the wall just collapsed on top, sandwiching him in the middle.
Okay. I believe it took you long hours, right, just to pull that victim from that wall collapse.
Yeah, first we had to support the wall. Then using the helmetro, we opened the gap between the two walls or the two wreckage and pulled the deceased out.
Can you tell us how long did it take the rescue team just to deal with that situation?
That took a couple of hours. The accident took a couple of hours until we supported the wall and moved it exactly.
Was it a high risk on the team dealing with that situation, knowing that there was a collapsed walls, especially in a small area?
Yes, but you take that precaution by supporting the wall to stop any collapses.
Okay. what kind of equipment is available here in the technical rescue team that you could support the situations?
We have a paratech support system. We can support the whole wall or a whole house if you want. We can support a room, wherever we need support to make it safer for the workers and the firemen, as well as the other employees.
Sergeant Fahd Al-Uthman, a message you'd like to pass it along to our viewers, especially in the construction zones, similar to the situation you've dealt with. I'm sure some of these situations are rapidly occurring. So what a message you'd like to pass it along to our viewers?
First of all is not to hire any worker, hire a constructor. Because even in demolition, there is precision. You cannot just knock off a wall. And so using a contractor, you can save time, save money, and save yourself. Plus, workers do not wear any safety gear.
And that will lead to more dangerous situations?
More dangerous situations, more fatalities, even in minor accidents.
So as we've seen, we've talked to Sergeant Fahd Al-Uthman, and he spoke about the dangerous situation with a wall collapse that occurred a few weeks ago. And I'm very sorry to say that a person lost his life due to not even having the safety equipment and not properly working as a procedure in a construction zone. And now we're going to be moving on to a different case, a different situation, yet the technical rescue team have dealt with it again. Because like I said, the rescue technical team, they deal with the most difficult situations that occur. I call them the Mission Impossible team. Now we're going to be moving on to our special guest, continuing with Sergeant Fahd Al-Uthman, and he's going to tell us more about the second situation that occurred also a few weeks ago. Continuing our interview, Sergeant Fahd, a situation occurred also a few weeks ago in regards to a elevator that collapsed, and I believe there was people inside of that elevator. If you tell our viewers more about that situation.
Yes, there was an elevator collapse in Surah Co-op. We received a call with Hawali fire station, and when we got there, they have opened the elevator hatch and realized that the elevator has dropped. All the cable bars have been cut off. It came down right between the first and the basement, first floor and the basement, and it got stuck there. One brake got broken and the other one held the support. According to the situation and the place we were, we couldn't lift the elevator back up. We do have the equipment to do it, but the situation didn't allow it. So instead of pulling the elevator, we supported it with 2 3-5s. Then with a saw and a Halligan bar, we opened up the roof, slipped a ladder and pulled them out.
Great. Let's stop right here for a second. I'm sure our viewers don't know what's a Halligan bar and the other technical equipment you just tell us. So if you can briefly explain it to our viewers.
3-5 is a metal cable pulley system. It can support and pull heavy objects. And the Halligan bar is basically a big can opener.
And that you use it for situations that need for you to execute and get in.
Yeah, the 3-5 is used to support any hanging weight. The Halligan bar is basically a meter-long can opener.
Great.
So any metal sheets will cut through.
Great. And what happened after that in that situation?
Thank God nobody was injured. There were 2 people trapped in the elevator. They got out safely. It took about 2 hours to hang the elevator and open it. These situations are just bizarre.
Right. The situations that occur usually or associated with elevators, they do happen a lot. And I'm sure the technical rescue team dealt with a lot of situations that has a problem with a technical default that occurred with an elevator. What are the main reasons behind these repeated situations?
Most fire stations work on elevators. Most of them just stop working. But according to what happened to that elevator, it's maybe lack of maintenance, because the elevator dropped, the cables broke. It's not something stopped between 2 floors.
Sergeant Fahd Al-Athman, thank you so much for being with us in our program, The Call of Duty. I wish you and all the firefighters in the state of Kuwait the best of luck in dealing with every situation, and I hope our viewers will always cooperate with you to minimize and decrease the number of cases that occur in the state of Kuwait. Thank you for being with us. And now we're going to be moving on to our second segment, and it's the news segment. Welcome back, and now we're going to be talking about the news section and what occurred a few weeks ago and what happened and how the Kuwait Fire Service Directorate have dealt with the situations. An Arab man perished in a traffic accident. An Arab man died and 2 other people were injured in a 3-car collision on King Fahd Highway. Rescuer from Farwania Fire Station and police officers rushed to the location immediately after the operation unit in the center received information on the accident. Upon arrival at the scene, they discovered the Arab already consumed to his injuries, while 2 other people sustained several injuries. The corpse of the Arab was referred to forensics, and 2 injured were taken to Farwania Hospital. A fire broke out in a building under construction in Sabah al-Salim area, trapped 3 laborers inside the building and another in a crane, according to sources. When the control room of the Kuwait Fire Service Directorate received information about the fire, firefighters from 6 fire stations rushed to the location. When they discovered that 3 laborers were trapped inside the construction and another in the crane, firefighters used the longest fire ladder in the world to rescue the trapped laborers and extinguish the fire. They have used a drone to capture pictures and obtain information about the fire. Acting Deputy General of Firefighter Sector Brigadier Mohammed Al-Mahmid and other high-ranked officials were present at the location, along with the paramedics and security men from the Ministry of Interior. Investigation have been launched to determine the cause of the fire. Director of Public Relations and Media Department, Colonel Khalil Al-Amir, stressed the needs of Kuwait Fire Service Directorate to ensure safety and security measures are applied in all places, newly construction area. Welcome back. As we seen the news section and what the firefighters dealt with in the past few weeks and how did they conquer the situations. Now we're going to be moving on to the most important section of this program, which is the awareness section. Please, to all our viewers, pay attention to what I'm saying for your own safety. Our message today is going to be the following. In any situation, if you're working in a construction zone, make sure you have all the safety equipment, and if you feel in any second the situation is dangerous, evacuate from that situation for your own safety. And the other part of our message is going to be for the people who have the elevators in a commercial building or in your private house. Make sure that you have a proper maintenance at all times for your own safety. And for any questions, never hesitate to contact us on the following social media network that are available on the screen. And with that, I'll see you next week, and stay safe and away from the fire. Goodbye from now.
And I'm the pregnant one, and I'm sweating it.
The whining had peaked. I couldn't take it anymore.